Is I am audible? Unmute yourself or drop message in chat box. Okay. So in last session we covered some basics of your data science. So we already completed basis of our data science. So today we are going for programming with data science. So today we are going to discuss about some programming languages for data science. After programming language, we are going for soft skills in data science. Please try to use your original names to attend session, or you can also use your student ID. So it will be easy for us to mark attendance. Okay. Is my screen is visible? Okay. So let us start our session today. So we are starting R programming language for data science. So as I already told in introductory part, we are going to cover your Python programming language for your data science and R programming language. So R is programming language which is mostly used for data science, for data analysis and data statistics. Because R programming language uses some mathematical orders, it uses some mathematical statistics to calculate or analyze any particular data. So we are going to start our introduction of R programming language today. So today's session, we are going to do some practical. We are actually going for coding today. So today's session is very important. Your session is recording. After end of your session, you will get link of recorded ones. Let us continue. So programming. What is programming? Programming is way to telling a computer how certain things works, how certain things happens. So it is language for computer. As human beings, we understand many languages, English, Hindi, or our regional languages. But for programming, for computers, for systems, programming language is the only way to communicate between user and your system. So programming is way of telling computer how to work or how to certain things giving. So person who writes program, who writes a set of introductions that are called programmer. And programmer gives introduction and instructions. Now there is difference between introduction and instructions. Now, what is meaning of introduction? Introduction means uh, programming new things inside your system, launching new things, coding new things in your system. And instructions means a simple code which is already formed, which is already available in your system, and just typing it to access that command. That is called instructions. So a person who writes instruction as well as introduction is called programmer, and instructions itself called program. Remember this. So this is basic thing. So R is programming language and free software environment used for statistical computing and graphs. And it is supported by R Foundation for statistical computing. So R Foundation is the source from where we are getting your programs, R instructions, so that we can use that programs for our data. So this software developed by John Chambers in 1976. So R is high level programming language. Remember, like Python, it is also high level programming language, but it is very easy to code. If you compare it with Python, it is very easy to code as compared to Python, because R programming language basically consists of many other codes. It supports Python code also, it supports HTML code also, Java code also, C programming code also. So R programming language supports multi-programming languages. You can say it as it is complete package of different programming language. So it supports multi-programs. Next, R provides you a flexible programming environment. Flexible programming environment, just I told you, it is very easy to code. If you compare to Python, it is very easy than Python also, because it is single line code. Already many pre-functions or data are installed in your Python. If you compare to R programming language, it exists all type of data of different programming languages through single code. So that's why it is very important. One more thing, this programming language is highly case sensitive. Now, what is meaning of case sensitive? That means capital A and small a is different for this code. There are many programming languages uh, where capitalization is ignored. Means capital A and capital and small a is different for them. But it is strictly sensitive. So, as I told, R is known as high level programming languages. And it also, now what is meaning of high level programming language? Now, let us go through some basics. So there are three levels of programs: low level programming language, medium level, and high level. High level programming languages supports all kinds of programming languages, medium also and low level also. For medium level programming language, it support only low level programming language. That means you can use a particular code in different programs. So that is difference between levels, low level, high level, or medium level programming language. It varies. So Python and R is high level programming language. PHP, MySQL are medium level programming languages. C, C hatch, C++, these are low-level programming languages. So remember these three levels of programming language. Okay. So uses of R for statistical interference, for data analysis, for machine learning algorithm, so for graphical representation, for data analysis and visualization, and also it provides to read graph, mainly graph like pie chart, histograph, or your any normal graphical data. And it works on different platforms, Windows, Mac, Linux. And it is free to use software. No need to purchase any premium. If you go for Python, if you search Python compiler in Google, you will find PyCharm. PyCharm also have different types of versions. For example, student version, professional version, community version. Most of them are paid version. Only community version is available for free, but it is also for limited time. But our programming language is free to use. So now we are going to start our coding for your R programming. Is my screen is visible? So this is your R compiler. So this we are going to use for your R coding, R programming. For HTML, we basically use, for R programming, you can use Visual Studio Code also. You have to install some extensions in your Visual Studio Code related to R programming and you can use. Or you can directly download your R compiler from Chrome directly. So right now I am using official R compiler that is available for data science. So this compiler is not specifically used for data science, but this compiler is mostly used for data science. So I will share link of this compiler to group. So from next time for practical, I recommend you to download compiler and practice along with me. So today we are going to start with some basic codes. So in Python, if I want to write hello world, so what basic code I use? Print, bracket, double colons, hello. So for Python, we need to write this code to print anything on screen. If I hit enter here, you can see output as hello world. And one more important thing here, R is very easiest programming language. Along with it, it is easy to compile also. Means it doesn't require any separate compiler to proceed its coding. If you hit enter, you will see result on screen only. No need to install any extra compiler for it or any extra interpreter for it. So this software consists of its own compiler if you use official compiler. For trial purpose, you can simply use any online compiler. You can use from Google. But for data science and data statistics, you must use any fixed compiler. So I suggest you to use this compiler. So this is sample code for your Python. If I type this code also run without error. Because as I told you, R programming language supports multiple programs because it is high level programming language. So it supports Python code also. Next thing important, variable assignment. Now what is variables? Variables are nothing but name of any data. Remember, variables means name of any data. For example, bottle. Bottle is name of variable. Bottle is variable. Water, juice, that is your data. So bottle is variable and juice, water inside it, it's data. So variables are name of data and it also stores into memory of your system. So whatever variable you're assigning, whatever variable name you're giving, it is going to save into your system memory. So you can access it. For example, I am assigning one variable name called message. So remember, you can give any variable names, but one specific thing is there. You can't use numbers before name of any variables. You must use underscore or alphabet. Your variable name must start with alphabet or underscore. You can't use any special symbols first or any numbers. Remember. So I am writing here one variable name. So I am assigning one variable name called message. In that variable, I want to write data. Hello world. So one arrowhead dash. So this is the format to assign variable name and insert any data in variable. Here, this message is my variable name. This is my variable name. And this hello world is data inside that variable. So for R programming, you must use this format. If I hit enter, it will show me no error. That means code executed properly. Now, if I want to print this hello world, what I have to do? Just write one single line code called print message and hit enter. Now you can see hello world as it is I got. So this is the format to assign any variable name and fill data inside any variable. So any doubt till here? If you are getting any doubt, you can unmute yourself or you can drop message in chat box. Because this internship program is not only about certifications and all. It is skill developing program. And our programming language is new programming language, different programming language. It is not for everyone. Only mostly data scientists or statistician use this programming language to analyze data. So you are learning some new thing, some new programming language. So if you are getting any doubt, you can unmute yourself or you can message in chat box. Chat box. And if later also if you got any doubt, you can message me privately. So we will help you with your doubts. So this is the method to assign any variable name and insert any data. Remember, print function is used to print an output on screen as it is you want. Now let us try some arithmetic operations like 5 plus 5. If you hit enter, you will get 10. So you can perform arithmetic operations also in your compiler. So for arithmetic operations, no need to stick with some fixed format. No need to use some fixed format. You can simply whatever mathematics you want, you can type here and it will get data. So this is the basics of your R programming. Today I am just focusing on your basic. From tomorrow, we are going to start in deep part of your R program because we have to do data analysis in R program. For that, we are going to start in deep part of your R programming from tomorrow. Today, we are just covering your basics of your R programming. So let us continue. Now, let us give some variable names randomly. So here, by this code, I assigned one variable name and inserted a particular data in that variable. Now, if I want to access any data, I just have to type here. If I want to access data of age, I just have to type age and hit enter. I will get my data. So this was demonstration for your variable. So what is variable? Variable is name of your data and it also stores data in memory of your system. So by this code, your variable stored some data into memory of your system. And whenever you want to access that data, you just have to write some single line code and you will get your data. Whatever you saved inside that variable or inserted that variable. Next, how to add comments in your R programming. For comment, you have to use hashtag. To hashtag to add any comment in your R programming. So now what is comment? Comments are not actual part of your code. Comments are not actual part of your code, but it is for user satisfaction. User mostly use comment to mark anything for them. It is not actual part of your code. Your compiler or interpreter completely ignores your comments. So it is only for user satisfaction. So if you want to add any comment in your R program, you have to use double hash. Next, concatenation. Now, what is meaning of concatenation? Concatenation means joining two or more elements, joining two or more strings or two or more codes. Means two different types of code, different kinds of code you can join together in concatenation. For example, I am assigning one variable name called text. And for concatenation, you must have to use paste function. Remember, instead of using print function, you have to use paste function. For your Python programming, you can use print instead of paste. But for your R programming, you have to use paste function. So paste. Okay. If I hit enter, now company maker. Now you can see here, first I assigned one variable called text. Inside that variable name, I assigned one data called maker. Next, through paste function, I added two different datas together. Now here, each and every data, each and every code has different description and different meaning. Now what is use of comma here? You can see between company and text, one comma is there. What is meaning of comma? This is used for combination of two different elements. Comma is used. Now what is use of print function? Sorry, paste function. Paste function is used to determine the code is available in form of concatenation. That means two different codes is going to add, and it also helpful for output. It is same as print function. So if I hit enter, I get company maker. So this is called concatenation. Now you can do one more demonstration for it. Text 1, you can assign multiple variable names. Text 2, good company. Now I assign one variable name called text 1 and text 2. Now if I want to combine this variable, basically we use paste braces text 1 comma is used for combination, remember, and text 2 bracket close. If I hit enter here, you can see makerable is good company. So this is demonstration for your concatenation. I recommend you to try this code by yourself also. I recommend you try to create some different variable names and try it. So this was your demonstration. And one more thing, you can't mix any number and alphabet together. That is the rule. You can't mix any alphabet and numbers together. What if I want to mix any number and alphabet? For example, I am assigning one variable name called number, and inside that I am writing any number. And I am assigning one more variable name called text. Hello. So if I want to mix it, if I want to write it together, hashtag is used for comment. To write any comment on your screen, hashtag is used. So you have to use hashtag before any text. So whatever text you want to convert it into comment, you can use hashtag. So text hello. If I want to concatenate number plus text, so I am writing that code number plus text. If I hit enter, it will show me some error. So you can't intermix any number or text, remember. So this is some specific thing you have to remember for your R programming. So that is for today. So today was your introductory part for R programming. From tomorrow, we are going for deep. We are going to learn about list, data types, and advanced R programming. So any doubt till here? Shall we end today's session? Okay. So I am ending today's session here. Thank you.